Are you studying for your ILTS 206 Early Childhood Education test? Then you're going to want to stick around. Welcome to Everything Teacher. I'm Olivia and I'm a test prep expert with study.com. Today, we'll be going over questions about language and literacy development, which is an important part of the ILTS Early Childhood Education exam, test code 206. With the right strategies, you can tackle every question with confidence. So, we'll break down how these questions are presented and walk you through a few authentic practice questions step by step. First, let me explain more about this section so you know what to expect. The ILTS Early Childhood Education exam has 100 multiple choice questions, divided between 4 subsections. The Language and Literacy Development section accounts for 31% of the test, so it's an important area to prepare for. It's all about how young children develop skills in communication, reading, and writing. You can expect questions that discuss instructional strategies for enhancing writing competence, concepts in phonics and phonemic awareness, genres of children's literature. You get the idea. Ready to start practicing? Let's dive into our example questions. All right, here we go. Which of the following best supports the development of oral language in young children from culturally and linguistically diverse backgrounds? A. Limiting the use of the child's home language to promote faster English acquisition. B. Encouraging children to express ideas in both their home language and English during play. C. Focusing on teaching English vocabulary before encouraging speaking activities. Or D. Prioritizing grammar correction during early verbal interactions. Learning a second language is tough, even in early childhood, but it's much easier when you have the freedom to develop language skills naturally. Thinking about it like that, the right answer should be obvious. B. Play-based dual language expression supports oral language development by validating children's cultural identities and using the home language as a foundation for English learning. We don't want to limit our students' use of their home language, as that hinders social, emotional, and cognitive growth. Similarly, early grammar correction discourages risk-taking and communication attempts. And teaching vocabulary without context lacks meaning and limits natural language development. Here's another question. A preschool teacher provides large print books, points to each word while reading aloud, and engages children in discussions about print features. This approach primarily supports the development of A. Phonemic awareness, B. Alphabetic principle, C. Concepts about print, or D. Oral comprehension. This question is pretty straightforward, and there are a couple different strategies that can help you answer quickly and correctly. My suggestion is to identify keywords that might tie the question to the right answer. Here, the words print features are especially telling. We know that pointing to words while reading helps children understand directionality, word boundaries, and that print carries meaning, key components of print concepts. C is most likely correct, but let's look at the other options just to make sure. Phonemic awareness involves manipulating individual sounds, not recognizing print. Cross it off. The alphabetic principle involves letter-sound correspondence, which doesn't exactly match the question either. Cross that one off too. Finally, oral comprehension refers to understanding spoken language, not print awareness. Now we can be sure C is correct. Next question. A kindergarten teacher introduces new words using pictures, connects them to children's experiences, and uses the words in multiple contexts throughout the week. This strategy best supports A. Syllabication development, B. Phonics decoding, C. Sight word memorization, or D. Vocabulary acquisition. Here's another place where we can use context clues to find the right answer. At the core of the situation the question delivers is the use of new words. We see the teacher define them, ground them, and continue to use them. The goal is clearly to expose students to new words and build a contextual meaning for them. Syllabication involves breaking words into syllables, not connecting meaning. Phonics decoding focuses on sound-symbol relationships, not meaning or words. Sight word memorization is unrelated to contextual meaning building. The correct answer is D. Using visuals and real-world context provides meaningful exposure and repetition, which are key strategies for building vocabulary in early learners. Ready for another? Which of the following strategies best supports young children's literal comprehension of a read-aloud story? A. Asking them to retell key details from the beginning, middle, and end. B. Encouraging them to infer a character's feelings. C. Prompting them to compare story events to their lives. Or D. Helping them identify the author's message or theme. Here, our key word is literal. All of these options point towards some type of comprehension, but literal comprehension involves recalling explicitly stated facts and events. Knowing this, we can eliminate wrong answers to get to the right choice. Identifying themes and messages goes beyond literal understanding. It requires a much more analytical approach. Comparing the story to real-life events involves evaluative comprehension. Interpreting feelings supports inferential comprehension. But retelling helps children organize and recall details from a story. This is the only option that requires concrete literal comprehension. A is definitely the right answer here. Awesome job! Now that you've answered those practice questions, I hope you're feeling more ready for your upcoming ILTS exam. For more practice, check out our ILTS Early Childhood Education 206 playlist. And for even more detailed practice, strategies, and customizable study materials, head over to study.com and check out our ILTS Early Childhood Education 206 Language and Literacy Development Test Prep course. Those who use study.com boast a 92% pass rate. Our courses include full-length exams, hundreds of authentic practice questions, and short, targeted video lessons specifically developed based on the latest test updates. With our resources, you'll know exactly what to expect on test day. Like this video and subscribe to this channel to get all the latest ILTS test updates. And please, leave your questions and success stories in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching and happy studying!